All right, so today we are going to dive into something that I think, we all think about
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah.
How to really boost our earning potential.
The big one.
Yeah, and, not talking about winning the lottery or anything here.
Right.
We are going to look at some more serious strategies,
Absolutely.
and we're going to be looking at excerpts from Invest in Yourself, Skills for Earning.
Great source.
Yeah, so are you ready to kind of unlock some serious financial firepower through skill development?
I am definitely ready.
Okay, great. So
Yeah.
the source kind of hits us with this bold statement right off the bat. It says,
Okay.
skills pay more than luck.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I am all for a little lucky break here and there,
Of course.
but this really highlights that
Mm.
we have a lot more control
Yeah.
over our earning potential than we might think.
Absolutely.
So what are your thoughts on that?
Well, it's fascinating how much emphasis we place on luck,
Yeah.
But if you look at some of the most successful people, right, across all sorts of different fields, you find a common thread, and that is that they have honed certain skills to an incredibly high level.
Interesting.
And, it's not about just waiting for the opportunities to kind of fall in your lap.
Yeah.
It's about equipping yourself with the tools to create those opportunities for yourself.
I love that it's almost like you're building your own luck.
Yeah.
You're not just hoping for the best. You're actively shaping your future.
Exactly. And the great thing is
Yeah.
those skills become an asset that you carry with you throughout your career.
Oh, absolutely.
Think about like transferable skills, things like communication,
Uh-huh.
problem solving, critical thinking.
Right.
All of these are valuable in any industry.
Yeah, that's a great point. So even if someone's in a field that's becoming less relevant or whatever, they can still leverage,
Absolutely.
those core skills
Right.
to transition to something new.
Exactly. It's about recognizing the value that you bring to the table no matter what, the specific job title is, and then continuously investing in yourself to stay ahead of the curve.
Right. So that brings us to kind of another interesting concept from the source.
Okay.
It says, become an asset, not an expense.
Hmm.
So what does that mean, like in the context of our careers?
Well, it's all about shifting your mindset from being someone who simply, fulfills tasks,
Right.
to someone who brings kind of unique value and solutions to the table.
Right.
And think about it from the employer's perspective for a second.
Yeah.
They're not just looking to fill seats,
Right.
They're looking for people who can contribute to the bottom line, who can innovate and drive growth.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So how do we make that shift,
Right.
from expense to asset?
Okay.
What are some concrete steps that
Everything.
people can take?
It starts with honestly assessing your current skill set.
Mm.
What are you really good at?
Right.
And where are the gaps? Where are there gaps that you could fill through learning and development? Maybe it's, mastering a new software program that's in high demand in your industry.
Yeah.
Maybe it's pursuing a new certification
Right.
that demonstrates your expertise in a certain area.
Yeah. I remember reading about
Yeah.
this web developer
Okay.
who learned data analytics
Cool.
in their spare time.
Yeah.
And, it not only increased their earning potential,
Right.
but it also opened up like a whole new career path, in a rapidly growing field.
That's a perfect example.
Yeah.
They identified a valuable skill,
Right.
invested the time and the effort to learn it,
Mhm.
and they reaped the rewards.
Exactly.
And it's not always easy,
Yeah.
but the payoff can be huge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
for our listeners out there, what would you say is like the key takeaway?
I think the key takeaway here is that investing in yourself is the single most important investment you can make.
Mm.
It's about taking ownership of your career trajectory,
Right.
becoming a lifelong learner and constantly evolving.
Yeah. To meet the demands of a changing world.
Yeah. And I love how you framed it earlier. You're essentially building your own luck.
Right.
It's not about just passively waiting for opportunities. It's about actively creating them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And so if there's a skill you've always wanted to develop or a field you've been curious about,
Right.
what's stopping you from taking that first step.
That's a great question to leave our listeners with.
Yeah.
Because ultimately, your earning potential is directly tied to the value that you bring to the table.
For sure.
And the best way to increase that value is to continuously invest in your skills and knowledge.
Absolutely.
So go out there and make yourself an invaluable asset.
That's it.
Until next time, keep on learning and keep on diving deep.
Sounds good.
Thanks for joining.
Thank you.
for us today.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Take care.
See ya.